Good evening, hello, my name's Daniel, this is Ralph, and we're here to talk to you about the 2020 triathlon season. So I haven't really kept anything I'm doing a secret, but then I realised I haven't really done like a this is what I'm doing sort of update. So I just wanted to share with you guys who most of you are on similar journeys to myself in terms of triathlon. Why can't you just be nice for 10 minutes? Sorry about him. So, my race plan for 2020. It's no secret because it's all I've been going on about for the last how many years. I would really love to qualify for Kona. So the 2020 season is going to be all focused around trying to get a qualification. And what does that look like? So the last few years, I've had a great time doing cycling events, doing running events, doing triathlons. Great time, but I'm too easily persuaded into doing so many events. What I'm going to do is focus my year around an Ironman and focus my year around trying to qualify for Kona. You know, this year, for example, I did the Untitled Tour, various other events leading into Ironman Wales, and didn't really give it my full attention. Still, you know, I couldn't have done much better if I had done, but I didn't give it my 100% focus for the year. So that's going to change. So 2020, the first event that I've entered is Manchester Marathon. In the spirit of me trying to become a runner, I figured that I need to enter a decent run and really focus on it and really train specifically for that event. So Manchester Marathon is a flat and fast course. It's a really well supported event. I didn't get in the ballot for London, so it's sort of a second best option, but it is a little bit earlier than London, so it just fit in better for me. I'm going to give that a bloody good go. I would love to go under 3 hours. Firstly, because that would really set me up for hopefully a good Ironman marathon later in the year, but also it would then get me good for age time, which would mean that I'd then be able to do London the year after, because London is an incredible event. A few weeks after that, hopefully recover, get back into triathlon mode, pick up the cycling. 17th of May, Outlaw Half Ironman in Nottingham. And now if you've been a long time subscriber to this channel, you'll know that I've done this for the last couple of years, or last few years I've done this event. I love it. The course isn't amazing. The bike course surface is a bit rough in places, but it's a constant. I've done this event for the past few years. I know the course very well, so I can measure myself very accurately against the performance I've put in the last 2, 3, 4 years. That should be a good early season test. Moving into the summer, on the 3rd, 4th, 5th of July, I'm doing a long course weekend in Wales. This probably hints towards what's going to happen later in the year. So the long course weekend, if you're not already aware, is basically a 3-day event. So you do a swim on the Friday, a bike on the Saturday, a run on the Sunday. There's all different distances. So Liz is going to do it, and she's going to do different distances to me. But I've not entered the swim yet. I haven't entered the bike and the run, but I maybe entered the swim. On the Saturday, I'm doing the 112-mile bike ride. The course is very similar to the Ironman Wales course. Perhaps a hint as to what's coming up. So it's a real good test. You can only use road bikes, so it'll just be a power and pacing test more than anything. And then on the Sunday, I'm going to run the marathon. Now, it's not the Ironman Wales marathon course. It is very different, but it is a tough, hilly course, so it should simulate, you know, what a hilly marathon is going to be like for me. And then later in the year, you guessed it, controversially, I know a lot of people struggle to get an entry for Ironman Wales. I was very lucky to be able to enter under the priority link, which I got myself, so legitimately, obviously because I completed it this year, I got the priority link. I entered it 2 days after I'd finished Ironman Wales this year. I'm going to be doing Ironman Wales. Now, why did I pick Ironman Wales to try and qualify for Kona when I'm not the lightest and a flatter, faster Ironman course might put me in a better chance of qualifying for Kona? Well, I love it. Ironman Wales was incredible. The event was amazing. That in itself is worth something. I know the course quite well now, so I feel like I'll be able to be at an advantage with pacing and with descending and picking up some time that way. It's quite good time-wise because it's quite late in the year, so it gave me nearly a full calendar year to prepare for it. So it's like 40 odd weeks away now, so I know I've got that length of time to prepare. It's also good in terms of qualification. So you qualify. If I was to qualify, I'll be qualifying in September 2020 for October 2021 in Kona. I'll go into details in another video, but getting to Kona, it's complicated, it's expensive, and requires a lot of commitment to also prepare for that event itself. So for all those reasons, it works well for me to be able to try and qualify sort of 11 months out or 12 months out from the event. I mean, there's going to be other little events in between these events, but they are sort of my main focuses of the year. If I had to pick A races out of those, I'm going to say Manchester Marathon and Ironman Wales. The other two are sort of more for training than anything else, but I was certainly giving it a good go. So what do you reckon? Is that a good sort of lineup for 2020? I think I've done pretty well myself to pick those events out. I'm very lucky to be able to do them, and I'm already excited to do them regardless of performance. Are any of you guys going to be at any of these events? Please let me know down below if you are. if you've got any suggestions, or you've done an event before and you think it's worth a recommendation, please also drop that down below, because as I say, I've got a fair gap in the calendar at points, and I'm open to slotting in some more events in there. So if you've got anything particularly gruesome, then send it my way. And that is it. So I'm not going to harp on. I'm going to harp on about it. I'm going to try and qualify for Kona. I don't know why I say I'm not going to. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update as to what my 2020 season is going to be like. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys out on the road at some point. See you later.